Hello, friends. Welcome to library. So, this week I have a fun book called Maybe Something Beautiful: How Art Transformed a Neighborhood. And this was written by F. Isabel Campoy and written by Teresa Howell, illustrated by Rafael Lopez. And we see on the girl's head, she's reaching up and she's painting with her paintbrush, and she's painting a butterfly, it looks like. And above her are like cityscapes and umbrellas and sunshines. So it looks like a really pleasant painting, something beautiful. In the heart of a gray city, there lived a girl who loved to doodle, draw, color, and paint. And every time she saw a blank piece of paper, Mira thought to herself, maybe. And because of this, her room was filled with color and her heart was filled with joy. On her way to school one day, Mira gave a round apple to Mr. Henry, the owner of the shop down the street. She gave a flower to Mrs. Lopez, the lady with the sparkling eyes. And these aren't actual apples and flowers, they're pictures. She gave a songbird to Mr. Sachs and a red heart to the policeman who walked up and down the streets. On her way home, Mira taped a glowing sun onto the wall, hiding in the shadows. Her city was less gray, but not much. The next day, Mira saw a man with a pocket full of paintbrushes. He gazed at the wall, he looked at her son, he held up his fingers in a square and peered through them. He said thoughtfully. What do you see? Mira asked. Maybe something beautiful, the man replied. And then, just like that, he dipped a brush in the paint. Bam! Pow! The shadows scurried away. The sky blue cut through the gloom. The man's laughter was like a rainbow spreading across the sky. Who are you? Mira asked. I am an artist, he said, a muralist. I paint on walls. I am an artist too, she told him. And he handed Mira a brush. Then come on. Mira dipped it in the loudest color she saw. Yowee! The wall lit up like sunshine. As the man drew pictures on the bricks, Mira added color, punch, and pizzazz. Soon, Mr. Sachs joined in, then others came. Everyone painted to the rhythm. Salsa, merengue, bebop. Even Mira's Mama painted and danced the cha-cha-cha. The whole neighborhood became a giant block party until the policeman walked up. Excuse me, he said. The music stopped. Mira put down her brush. They were surely in trouble. The officer cleared his throat and then paused. May I paint with you? He asked. So Mira handed him a paintbrush and the music started up again. Teachers and papas jumped in, babies too. Mira and the man handed out brush after brush. Color spread throughout the streets, and so did joy. Wherever Mira and the man went, art followed like the string of a kite. After they colored the walls, they painted utility boxes and benches. They decorated sidewalks and with poetry and shine, and everyone danced. Together, they created something more beautiful than they ever had imagined. And when their clothes were splattered with a million colors, everyone sat down to rest, except the muralist. His eyes sparkled. You, my friends, are the artist, he told them. The world is your canvas. He smiled wide and then pulled everything together in big, sweeping motions. His paintbrush was like magic wand. And when he finished, Mira added one more bird way up in the sky. Maybe, she thought, just maybe. So this is based on a true story. At one time, the colorful East Village near downtown San Diego, California, did not have murals on the wall, nor quotes from Gandhi or Martin Luther King or Cesar Chavez written on the sidewalks. Benches were not the works of art that you see now, and people living in the area were not part of the vibrant community that they are today. Instead, the streets were gray and drab. But one day, a husband-wife team, he an artist and she a graphic designer and community leader, moved in and transformed their neighborhood into a place of beauty. Oh, so this is based on a true story. Really beautiful, guys. Thank you for reading with me, and I hope that you have a beautiful